Now on Nightside, wildfires are burning across the country, including 2 at home. Families digging for whatever's left. The latest from the Gray Fire and the Oregon Road fires.
I am tracking clouds and light rain moving into the state from the south. I'll let you know how that is going to impact your Friday in the First Alert forecast.
The mugshot for former President Donald Trump after he surrendered to authorities in Georgia. What is next for Mr. Trump? You're watching 4 News Now Nightside. This evening, former President and defendant Donald Trump surrendered to authorities at the Fulton County Jail. You are looking at the former president's official mugshot. A short but significant trip to Atlanta for former President Trump to be processed in connection with allegations of interfering with the 2020 presidential election in Georgia. Thanks for staying up with us for Nightside. I'm Kirsten O'Connor. ABC's M. Wynn is at the Fulton County Jail in Atlanta.
Tonight, former President Donald Trump officially arrested, fingerprinted, and processed at the Fulton County Jail in Georgia. The first ever mugshot of a former American president now released. After arriving in his motorcade this evening, he was in and out within a half hour, released on a $200,000 bond and a pledge he won't threaten any potential witnesses, including on social media. This is the 4th time Trump is facing felony criminal charges in the past few months. These charges stem from Trump's alleged efforts to overturn the results of Georgia's 2020 presidential election. The 2024 GOP frontrunner claiming this case is politically motivated.
What has taken place here is a travesty of justice. What they're doing is election interference. They're trying to interfere with an election. There's never been anything like it in our country before.
Ahead of traveling to Atlanta, Trump shook up his legal team, adding Steve Sadow, a well-known Atlanta criminal defense attorney.
I think we're really looking at what is his relationship going to be, given that he's hired some pretty good attorneys for this very, very serious case against him.
Many of Trump's alleged co-conspirators have turned themselves in before the Friday noon deadline, including former Chief of Staff Mark Meadows today. Meadows has a hearing set for Monday to determine whether his case will be moved to federal court. Former Justice Department official Jeffrey Clark is also seeking to move his case to federal court. His hearing is set for September 18th. Another one of Trump's co-defendants, lawyer Kenneth Cheesebro, requested a speedy trial, and District Attorney Fani Willis proposed October 23rd, which was approved by the judge overseeing the case. The former president is back in Bedminster tonight, but not for long. He'll have to return to Atlanta soon for a court date. M. Wynn, ABC News, Atlanta.
You know, we had seen photos prior, and so we were kind of prepared, but we still get emotional.
We are now approaching 1 week since the Gray Fire tore through communities near Medical Lake, leaving complete devastation in its path. All of those people in Medical Lake have been allowed to return home now. Be ready evacuations are still in place as fire crews continue to fight the Gray Fire. 4 News Now's Natalie Grant is talking with those families along Silver Lake tonight.
Story after story of devastation can be found along these roads here in Medical Lake. As you can see behind me, properties have been completely leveled. With most of them, all you see left behind is a chimney. And now that evacuation orders have been lowered, people are starting to come out and sift through the piles of debris, looking for anything that's salvageable. Today, I met Randy and Adrian Cruz, who are doing just that. Randy telling me this is the only place he's ever called home. His father building the house in 1971 and then passed it down to him and his wife 20 years ago. And while they were packing to leave on Friday, never did they think they'd be coming home to this. Now, the Cruzes said one of the things they'll be missing most is the wooded area that's across from their home. They spent a lot of time hiking and biking in those woods, even
That was Natalie Grant reporting. Her full report on KXLY.com. Some people affected by both the Gray and Oregon Road fires are service members at Fairchild Air Force Base. Through Fairchild's Emergency Family Assistance Center, they are able to get what they need right now as they're starting that long process of rebuilding. They've already helped over 129 families impacted.
When we came in, we were able to get snacks, we were able to get some water. They hooked me up with my prescription medication. You know, that was it's these little things that you're not thinking of until you need to think of them.
The Emergency Family Assistance Center giving Fairchild families affected by these wildfires mental health services, financial advice, food, water, pet supplies, toiletries, toys for their kids. This emergency center will be available as long as families with base access need it. Well, some families have returned home in North Spokane County to see what's left of their homes also destroyed by the Oregon Road fire. That fire now 11% contained, and this is the latest evacuation map. You can see in red on your screen, those are still go now evacuations. Everyone in the yellow area needs to be ready to leave, and everyone in green needs to stay aware. The Oregon Road fire has burned over 11,000 acres. The Zimmerly family, who has lived in Spokane County for 40 years, had 4 generations living on their property when the flames arrived. Now on your screen is what they returned home to. Cars melted down, their home burned to rubble, completely gone. Bill Zimmerly, the property owner, gave us a tour of that area, showing where his living room and his shop once stood. And as they stood next to thousands and thousands of dollars worth of damage, he shared that his insurance company will not be covering the repairs.
We called them up and they just says kind of, well, you know, we looked over your policy and it does not cover wildfires, so you're on your own.
So all this, these repairs,
35 years of home insurance for nothing.
all these repairs are going to have to come out of pocket.
Yep. Every one of them, yep.
Well, his family fought off tears as they were talking in that interview. They tell our Jordan Smith that they plan to rebuild everything they lost exactly the way it was, and that they are still hopeful for the future. For anyone impacted by the Gray or Oregon Road fires, a disaster assistance center is opening tomorrow to help people find the services and resources they need. It will be open at Spokane Falls Community College starting at noon tomorrow. As for the 2 major wildfires continuing to burn in Spokane County, you're going to hear us and official sources sharing progress in the terms of containment. On KXLY.com/firewatch, we're breaking down what containment actually means. We have had some cooler temperatures, especially the mornings, and that is coming to an end. But will we see rain tomorrow? Chief Meteorologist Chris Crocker is here with that answer.
Well, here are 4 things to know about your weather, and rain on the way tomorrow is one of them, but it's only a slight chance. It is going to be a hazy Friday at times, and I'll talk more about our air quality later in the broadcast. Light rain possible. I'll show you the computer model in just a moment. We do have 90-degree weather on the way, and then some more meaningful rain possible next week, one of the things we're tracking. But right now we're watching some clouds and showers coming up from the south into Washington. Our computer model starting off at our current time shows those clouds increasing early tomorrow morning. Here's 7 a.m. You may wake up with overcast conditions and then that light precipitation moving in right around noon. Boy, is it not going to amount to much. Probably a trace to 1/100 of an inch, and then it moves out as we get into the afternoon. By 7 o'clock tomorrow evening, skies are clearing across the region. It is going to be a warmer day. Our highs today in the 70s for the second day in a row. 79 in Spokane, 79 in Coeur d'Alene. Did make it into the 80s in Pullman, Ritzville, and Moses Lake. 88 in Lewiston. Tomorrow we are going to be up in the 80s in Spokane with that chance of very light rain in the early afternoon. Air quality will likely be in the good to moderate range. I'll have more on that and tell you about that hot weather on the way in your 7-day forecast. Kirsten?
Thank you, Chris. Dozens of white crosses are now lining a fence in Lahaina, Hawaii, each one of them representing a life lost during Maui's devastating wildfires. And each one adorned with a flower. At least 115 people have died. More than 1,000 people are still missing. And so many from around the country are looking for ways to support the people on Maui. For a Seattle family, it's their 5-year-old son, Edison, who sparked a brilliant idea and a helpful plan. Chris Cashman has that story.
Yeah, it's a story of kindness before kindergarten here in North Seattle, where a young mastermind has figured it all out. He knows when life throws lemons at you, turn it into lemonade. He's turned that lemonade into humanitarian aid. for Hawaii. His family was just in Lahaina. They saw the photos, the destruction. He wanted to help, so lemonade for Lahaina. Only he's 5 years old, so to him it's food and stuff and lemonade for Lahaina.
He wanted to sell like a restaurant, but we got him down to lemonade and popsicles.
A teachable moment kind of turned into something even bigger. What happened?
Yeah, well, we were in Hawaii last week on the Big Island, and we heard about the fires in Maui, and we had also been in Lahaina back in January. So we talked a lot about what was happening and the fires, and then on a family walk on Thursday night, he was like, "Mom, maybe we can do one of those stands." It took me a minute, and he was like, "A lemonade stand, you know, and I could sell food and popsicles."
We're selling popsicles and some toys, sparkling water, suckers, lemonade. That's really it.
You decided to sell lemonade and people showed up? All right.
A lot more than one.
A lot more than one.
A lot more than one person came to buy your lemonade?
2,000.
Well, I was hoping he'd make maybe $100 if everything went well, and we were shocked at how generous everybody was. And
your menu says everything's $1, but you made thousands.
How'd that happen?
Because people give 20s.
Yeah.
We're accepting cash and Venmo.
Doesn't quite understand how the money gets to us over Venmo, but he was pretty pleased about it.
You got a policeman.
With our matching donations, it becomes $16,500.
You know, Edisons are known for great ideas.
Just a beautiful story there. Well, you heard this news first on 4 News Now. For the second time in less than a month, Brian Kohberger's attorneys have asked a judge to throw out the indictment. Kohberger was in court yesterday and waived his right to a speedy trial. That means he won't go on trial in October as scheduled, shortly after his attorneys filed a motion to dismiss the indictment. Now, the document that lists the 24 reasons why they think it should be dismissed is sealed, but we know the defense cites the following general reasons: a biased grand jury, inadmissible evidence, lack of sufficient evidence, and prosecutorial misconduct by withholding evidence. The judge is set to hear on the defense team's first motion to dismiss in early September. No hearing on the new motion has been set. Still to come on 4 News Now Nightside, a woman arrested in Washington for killing her ex-husband in front of their children. The body camera footage of the arrest. Plus, we introduce you to companies trying to connect parents to child care, the co-op to combat the surge in daycare costs, and the reason investigators say a former officer started a mass shooting in California. That's next on Nightside.
4 News Now on your time with Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram.
4 News Now is brought to you by R&R RV.
Global Credit Union got its start right here at Fairchild Air Force Base and now has branches worldwide. We are proud to honor our military members by wearing red on Fridays.
Red stands for Remember Everyone Deployed, and 4 News Now is joining Global by inviting you to wear red on Fridays, too.
Show your support for the men and women of our armed forces. Tell them and their families thank you for their service and for protecting our future.
Stop in any Global branch and pick up a red pin.
And then remember to wear red on Fridays from now until September 11th.
One bite of Arby's Hush Puppy breaded fish strips, and you're transported to a classic Southern fish fry. One bite of those fries, and ooh, you're back at Arby's. Arby's, we have the meat.
You know, life is dangerous enough without the negligence of others that cause accidents that threaten your physical and financial health. Hello, I'm Lloyd Herman. If you need legal assistance due to an accident or an injury, put my 40 years of experience of dealing with the insurance companies to work for you. Call my offices here in Spokane. I can help you now. When you call, you'll speak to me, or you'll have an appointment to speak to me within 48 hours. I guarantee it. Lloyd Herman & Associates, 922-6600.
This is your summer to smile, to raise your glass and reconnect, to reel in the fun and savor every bite. To help you get ready, your Aspen Dental team is celebrating 25 years of affordable care with an epic Summer of Smiles event. Don't miss enjoying a moment with our on-site labs to help you fast and 20% off your denture care. So whether you need a new look or quick fix, you can celebrate with a smile all season, always at Aspen Dental. Book today.
Pop the champagne, humanity. We've done it.
Celebrate your night with big winners, shocking thrills, and living legends.
No, I've always thought of you as Dave Jr.
Every hair on my body is standing up right now.
Jimmy Kimmel Live, weeknights on ABC. 4 News Now is brought to you by the Tin Roof.
Thanks for staying up with Nightside. Newly released body camera footage shows the moments police arrested a woman accused of killing her ex-husband in a murder-for-hire plot in Florida. Video shows federal agents arresting that woman at her family's home in West Richland, Washington, where she moved after the murder. Vic Michelucci shows us the footage marking the 3rd arrest in the case.
This video shows last week's arrest. It's body camera footage from West Richland police officers backing up federal agents with the ATF. We also see one of the detectives from Jacksonville Beach who made the cross-country trip with the arrest warrant. That's Shauna Gardner's mother, Shelley, on the bench out in front of the home she and her husband own.
I'm here, Shauna. I'm outside.
Investigators bring Shauna Gardner out. Inside, we can hear the 2 children she shared with Jared Bridegan. The twins are now 11 years old.
Where are your jeans, Mom? I'm over there.
Gardner remains calm
Love you, honey.
as authorities take her to the police station.
Can I step out for me? Yeah. We're going to go through these doors.
And then the Benton County Jail. There's no talk about the bizarre and complicated case in this body camera footage. But hours later and 2,800 miles away in Jacksonville, State Attorney Melissa Nelson announced a grand jury indicted Gardner for her ex-husband's murder on charges of first-degree murder, conspiracy and solicitation for first-degree murder, and child abuse.
Henry Tenen did not act alone. Mario Fernandez did not plan alone. And Shanna Gardner's indictment acknowledges her central and key role in the cold, calculated, and premeditated murder of Jared Bridegan.
You're the one to ask.
Gardner's husband, Mario Fernandez, has been behind bars since March on the same charges. The couple's tenant, Henry Tenen, confessed to second-degree murder after his arrest in February. Investigators have not released a motive, but News4Jax reviewed divorce documents showing a contentious relationship between Gardner and Bridegan. These records from St. Johns County show they married in April of 2010, filed for divorce in February of 2015. The divorce was finalized in August 2018. Also in 2018, both Jared and Shanna remarried. It's notable that Gardner's indictment says she plotted to kill Bridegan as far back as May of 2015. These records show custody of the couple's twins was a big part of the split. Bridegan's lawyer claimed Gardner locked him out of the master bedroom, installed surveillance cameras in the children's bedroom and husband's car, and canceled a June 2015 heart surgery that their son had scheduled in New York without Bridegan's consent. There was also a considerable amount of money on the table. Gardner's parents own a multi-million-dollar international craft company called Stampin' Up! And gave the couple a stipend of $8,500 per month as Bridegan went to school for his master's degree. As part of the breakup, Gardner kept the couple's Ponte Vedra Beach home, but she agreed to pay Bridegan $390,000 for his stake in it. A judge temporarily granted alimony and child support payments from Gardner to Bridegan.
Authorities now say it was a retired police sergeant who showed up at a popular bar in Orange County, California, opening fire, hitting several people, killing 3, and investigators say he also shot his estranged wife in the face. Authorities believe John Snowling traveled from Ohio to target his estranged wife, who started filing for a divorce last year. She was rushed to the hospital in critical condition, and sources tell ABC News investigators believe when Snowling was out of ammo, he ran back to his truck, and that's when deputies confronted him.
The suspect began firing multiple rounds at our deputies. Multiple deputies were involved in the shooting, and we do know and do believe that it was a gunfire from those deputies that ultimately took the life of the individual.
Tonight, the sheriff crediting his deputies' quick response for preventing an even worse tragedy. The attorney for Snowling's wife says that her family is shocked and awaiting her condition. Still ahead, a new possible solution to the surging cost of daycare. The company's trying to fix the crisis. Next on Nightside.
Stream 4 News Now on your TV for free with the KXLY Plus app. Devastating wildfires, relentless smoke. 4 News Now is with you, committed to keeping you safe. Stay with us, on air, online, on the app, and streaming on KXLY Plus. Now until the danger is past with 4 News Now.
Summer might not be a vacation for families experiencing homelessness, but while Family Promise teaches parents life skills, kids have the chance to explore and have fun.
Without the routine of school, summer is really challenging for homeless children. With the help of Numerica, kids are able to enjoy lots of fun activities.
Numerica Credit Union is honored to partner with organizations like Family Promise as they work to enhance lives, fulfill dreams, and build communities.
Check out more organizations that make our community stronger at numericacu.com.
Beat the heat. Always water before 10 a.m. or after 6 p.m.
It's safe to say that a great day's work starts with a great night's sleep. So no matter what kind of job you have, Denver Mattress has the right mattress for you. So shop the Labor Day sale today, because the more you buy, the more you save. Save $100 on every $1,000 you spend. Save up to $900 on Purple adjustable mattress sets and score a $300 gift. Or check out the Summit Firm, now only $299.99. Plus 4 years no interest and free shipping. Denver Mattress, the easiest way to get the right mattress.
Despite the cape, Tom here has no actual superpowers. He just entered the Super Sevens giveaway at Northern Quest. Now he's got a shot at $77,777 this month and a Yukon Denali next month. So naturally, he feels super. And we're feeling lucky he's not in a full spandex bodysuit. The Super Sevens giveaway at Northern Quest. Get your free entries daily. Details at northernquest.com.
You know, I love me some good GMA in the morning. Robin, George, Michael, and GMA. Now that's how you start your day.
Good morning, America.
Yep, bring your friends. 4 News Now is brought to you by Craig Swap & Associates.
Air quality right now, it was in the good range for a good portion of the day. We've slipped just barely into the moderate range, and we'll be somewhere around here for the next 24 hours or so. That haze on the horizon will continue. Here's our air quality around the region. Much of the region is in that moderate range. Not ideal, but considering where we have been, it is better. And we will continue to see this tomorrow as well. Here's a look at our smoke forecast. Any direction you may go, you're going to run into wildfires. So regardless of how the wind blows, we'll see some smoke coming into our atmosphere. And with fairly light winds, some of that is going to settle to the surface, impacting our air quality. But by the time we're into tomorrow evening, we will disperse that smoke pretty well before it settles back down by Saturday morning. Expect another red sunrise. Clear but hazy tonight, 52 for an overnight low, nice and cool. 83 tomorrow, hazy sunshine and that slight chance of showers coming right around noon, 1 o'clock. It's not going to amount to much. Area of low pressure out in the Pacific is sending us that moisture, what there is of it, that's showing up again sometime around noon. Here's 7 a.m. with the clouds in place and some showers through the Cascades and parts of the Columbia Basin. That system will move to our north, and we are clearing out for a sunny weekend. Hazy sunshine and a warmer weekend. Here's a look at the temperature trend. Heading up into the 90s by Sunday, mid-90s on Monday before, we have a big drop all the way from 96 Monday to 72 on Wednesday. And that drop is going to come along with a better chance of some showers and thunderstorms. Overnight lows tonight, 40s and 50s around the region. High temperatures tomorrow up in the 80s in most spots. 79 in Pullman, the exception. Hazy sunshine through the weekend, and then that chance of rain comes in Tuesday and into Wednesday. Also, that pretty good drop in temperatures. We'll be tracking that precipitation and the potential for thunderstorms as we get closer to time. Love this picture from Paul Zambon on the Trail of the Coeur d'Alenes. A gorgeous reflection there in the water. Lots of lily pads. There should be a moose here somewhere, it seems like. He says if you squint, there's a blue heron. Oh, you know what? I couldn't find it, but now I see it on the far left side of the screen. I had to have it blown up 3 times the size of my computer in the weather office to see it. Thanks, Paul, for the great photo. We'll be right back.
Sign up for breaking news alerts with the 4 News Now app.
4 News Now is brought to you by Coeur d'Alene Denture Clinic.
It's been said that some things get better with age. A taste that only gets more refined. In life, good things take time. And this love story is worth the wait. He's Gary, your first golden bachelor.
I don't always date 20 women at once, but I'm about to.
Send them back to school looking and seeing their best. Get premium eyewear and A+ patient care from the experienced team at Shopko Optical. Cross off eye exams on your back-to-school checklist. Schedule their comprehensive exam today.
Get $200 with a new checking account from Horizon Credit Union. We're here to guide you towards your dreams and put some extra cash in your pocket. Sign up in branch or online with the Get 200 promo code today.
Spokane and North Idaho's country leader.
Drinking watermelon moonshine.
Oh, Lord, when it rains, the big 99.9 Coyote Country.
Set summer in motion with the most electrifying Honda vehicles yet. Like the CR-V and the Accord, both with available hybrid powertrains, designed to deliver more thrilling performance and more innovative tech. Make every adventure more electrifying with Honda, the most awarded brand in Car and Driver 10 Best history. Buy online, reserve from select dealers, or visit your local Honda dealer today.
What you see is important. That makes quality eye care important too. Get personalized care from experienced optometrists at Shopko Optical. Better eye care. You'll see. Shopko Optical welcomes more insurance plans than ever. Call to book an exam and verify coverage.
Well, the Pac-12 is the latest victim of conference realignment in college sports. 6 schools announced they were leaving the Pac-12 in the last 2 weeks, including Washington and Oregon. This leaves Washington State searching for answers about its future. The collapse of the Pac-12 didn't happen overnight, though. WSU has gone on record to say poor leadership doomed the conference as far back as 12 years ago. In 2011, Texas and Oklahoma wanted to join the Pac-12, but the conference refused to give each school a larger TV revenue stream. Sports director Julian Minnesone sat down with former Washington State athletic director Bill Moos to discuss the failures of the conference.
I think the Big Ten expanding their footprint to the East Coast. And then down in the SEC, they were expanding their footprint as well and getting some really big brands. And we were just out here just kind of resting on our laurels a little bit and got bypassed, and seems like we couldn't catch up.
Julian took a deep dive into conference realignment and the impact on college athletics. You can hear his full opinion on KXLY.com for that special report. Now to the child care crunch, looking at a new startup connecting families in need of child care with stay-at-home parents. ABC's Rebecca Jarvis has the story.
Whitney Bogan is a labor and delivery nurse who just finished her overnight shift.
We're gonna go play with some friends.
While her husband heads to his job as a software engineer, she's on her way to drop off her son Liam. But it's not at a traditional daycare.
Hi, guys. Good morning, Liam.
Whitney and her family, new to San Diego, California, teamed up with another mom, Michelle Espinoza, through June Care, a company that connects families that need childcare with stay-at-home parents.
What I need is not necessarily the cookie cutter thing. I don't work Monday through Friday, 8 to 5. So it was really important for me to get care, good value care when I needed it with somebody that I trusted.
And there was a time we went as a carton of eggs. We were cracking up all night.
Michelle is able to make an income while also watching her own kids and Liam.
He is about the same age as my son. They become friends, and I
consider them almost like brothers.
Depending on location, demand, and child age, wait lists for daycares can range for weeks to even years. And for 20% of Americans who don't live near extended family, like Whitney, alternative forms of childcare are essential. And the venture capital community is noticing. The industry attracted $1.4 billion in 2021, more than in the previous 4 years combined. Many of the companies, like Otter, WeCare, and Kinside, are founded by moms, hoping to help fix the childcare crisis. Like June Care founder Gretchen Salyer.
During the pandemic, all of our childcare disappeared. And so I started to just organize local childcare swaps for myself, for my community, so that we would have reliable childcare.
From there, Gretchen started her company.
We are tapping into the underutilized resource of care work that's already happening in millions of homes across the country, which enables income opportunities for parents who need to work outside the home. But it also now affords stay-at-home parents an opportunity to earn income.
The flexibility also lets Whitney send her daughter Lily after school when she gets out early once a week.
It makes me feel really good that I'm able to rely on another mom to watch my babies.
Download the 4 News Now app today. At 4 News Now, we believe you should expect more from local news. Our team is committed to a community conversation and bringing you information you need when and where you need it. Numerica believes in and supports that mission.
If your checking account isn't earning you money, it's time to switch to bonus checking from Numerica. The account that earns an incredible 2% annual percentage yield. That could earn you up to $500 every year or more.
Make your hard-earned dollars go further during the Labor Day sale at Furniture Row. Shop today, because the more you buy, the more you save. I saved $100.
I saved $200.
Save $100 on every $1,000 you spend on living, dining, bedroom, and mattresses.
We saved $300.
Check out doorbusters while they last. Plus 4 years, no interest. Shop the largest selection at the lowest prices guaranteed. The Labor Day sale on now at Furniture Row.
This Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, save thousands of dollars on the best selection of trucks and SUVs during the Big Deal event this week at both Cal locations in Airway Heights and Coeur d'Alene.
I always get excited when my inventory looks this good.
And that means it's the perfect time to trade up. Plus, this week, get top dollar for your trade-in, including a minimum trade offer. And delay payments until November 1st. Today through this Monday at both Cal locations.
At Kaiser Permanente, we care for all those who make your family, well, your family. That's why all of us work together to give them the care and caring that any family would. Kaiser Permanente, for all that is you.
Get a free Makita Impact Driver Kit or a tabletop pellet grill now when you build a deck with wood decking or TimberTech or Trex composite deck and railing from Par. Visit par.com for details.
What are you going to build?
See breaking news in your area or have a story idea? Contact 4 News Now.
Maybe a sprinkle on the windshield as you're driving around noon, 1 o'clock, on the way to get your afternoon coffee, or maybe sneaking out of work a little early, or getting to work early in our case.
That's right.
Maybe that's when I'll see those sprinkles on the windshield and a dry, warm weekend.
Yes, and I love the roller coaster analogy you made earlier with Silverwood, because those numbers are seriously up and down.
That's Silverwood in my head.
It's fun. Well, this is a really sweet thing. Lego's selling Braille bricks for the very first time. The company says these special bricks have studs that correspond to the numbers and letters in the Braille system. The printed version of the symbol or letter is also shown under the studs, and they're fully compatible with other sets. Love Legos, don't love stepping on them.
No, that's a universal truth.